Hello and welcome to a quick podcast from Jay Zippo on the Beruud channel. Just when I'm not in a really good mood. In fact, I'm in a really bad mood. And I'm reading, somehow I got lassoed into this conversation about the Samsung Note 4 and the Apple iPhone 6 Plus. And honestly, people, I'm done arguing about it. I've done hours of research on it because I wasn't going to plunk $300 down on just anything. And the truth of the matter is, if the iPhone 6 Plus was a better phone, I probably would be using the iPhone 6 Plus and defending it, saying it's better than the Note 4. The thing is, the Note 4 beats the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus in every single category except for one: the speaker. The Apple iPhone 6 Plus speakers are better. Now, this isn't just something I'm making up. This is the truth. This is even hardcore Apple people who have the Note 4 in their hand with the iPhone 6 Plus in their hand know that this is true. So the people who sit there and say, oh, it lags and it does everything. I have pushed that phone to the limits, watched videos and surfed the internet and was on the internet with like jQueries going on behind the scenes. It didn't lag once. It didn't stutter. It didn't do anything. Why? Because it has the best processor on the market right now. Better than the iPhone 6 Plus. And I keep telling you, it's better than the iPhone 6 Plus because it is better than the iPhone 6 Plus. And the people who have always bought Apple products, who have hid behind that stupid Apple with a little bite out of it, just will never understand because they don't want to understand. They don't want to believe that they have invested thousands upon thousands of dollars into a company that no longer leads the industry. In fact, they have fallen back. HTC and Samsung build better quality products. Now, HTC might have a little issue with, I should say, quality. Samsung's definitely quality. HTC, their advancements in their technology is more than Apple is. Problem is, they have, from I've been told, their quality of the actual product itself is not so great. I've known people that had phones that were falling apart and everything else. They loved it because it was fast and it worked great and the screen was wonderful, but just the actual manufacturing of the product wasn't the best. But as far as technology is concerned, they are better than Apple. And Samsung has, over the past 5 years, has exceeded Apple as the best phone creator, phone manufacturer in the world. So please, Apple people, just shut your freaking hole. Be done with it. The iPhone 6 Plus, it's a wonderful phone. I had it in my hand, played around with it for 5 minutes, and I am talking about the phone, nothing else. It is a wonderful phone. The operating system is a dinosaur. The camera, the screen, the processor, the memory, pretty much everything is behind the Samsung Note 4, and it was noticeable when I was working with it. It's like, okay, well, I want to watch a video and I want to, do something on the internet. I can't do it on the iPhone 6 Plus. It doesn't happen. And I'm like, okay, I want to screen capture this and write a little note on it, and I can send that image. Just well, can't do that on the iPhone. The Samsung Note 4 has a much better operating system than the iPhone. The iPhone has like kind of just towed the line for the past 5, 6, 7 years. Not that the product is bad. It's just it just doesn't feel like they're putting a lot into it anymore. And that's not just coming from someone who doesn't like Apple. And don't get me wrong, I think Apple is a great product. They make great products. But their time as a superior product is long over, and I'm just tired of hearing these people that really don't know any better. They just see a commercial. Oh, that's a pretty Apple commercial. Ah, they're the best phone ever. No, they're not. Okay? They're not anymore. And they're not even computers anymore. The computer I use right now, it's an i7. It runs at 3.8. It has 16 gigs of memory. It has a GTX 760, 750 Ti in it. It has 2 gigs of memory in that. It flies. The only reason why it doesn't totally fly is because it's trying to run a 2 terabyte hard drive, which is ginormous. But if I wanted that in an Apple product, exactly that, and it would run pretty much the same, it would have been like when I bought it about a year and a half ago, it would have been $3,700, and that was without the graphic card. So yeah, they make a great product, but it's kind of like Mercedes-Benz making a Chevy and paying the same price for it, or vice versa. It doesn't make any sense to be buying Apple products anymore, unless everything you have is Apple. Makes sense. You have all the paraphernalia, all the stuff that goes with Apple. That's fine. That's fine. I understand it. And you trust it and you really like it. That's fine. I will never dog anyone because they are quality products. But when someone tries to tell me they're superior, or someone tries to tell me that it's worth all the money, they're idiots. Sorry, they're just flat out idiots, because it's no longer the best bang for your buck. It's not even close. In fact, it's way off the mark now. And I think Apple will always be the number 1 or number 2, because there's people that will always follow them. And Apple has a marketing juggernaut that it's kind of like the fashion industry and what they did to women's sizes and stuff like that. If you're not a size 0, 1, 2, or 3, you're not beautiful. And that was forever. We're just starting to pull out of that, thank God. The Abercrombies and Finches are now starting to close down because, why? No one wants that bullshit anymore. No one wants to look at a scrawny chick or a half-naked, scrawny dude with his pubes hanging out. No one wants to see that anymore. It's not beautiful. It's kind of gross. And to maintain something like that, it's probably very unhealthy. So I'm getting off on my rant, and that's why I wanted to do a podcast, because I'm just so sick of hearing about this. It's so sick of hearing about how This test girl now is like, F your beauty standards. I got it. I understand it, girl. That test girl, she's a beautiful woman. I'm not necessarily attracted to her. Doesn't make her less beautiful. But there reaches a point where, yes, I understand that, and you have to respect her, but she is at a very unhealthy level. Just like these skinny, scrawny models are at an unhealthy level, too. That, your brain, like, oh, okay, I guess I can be a big, huge, fat cow. And I'm not, don't mean, and it's going to come across wrong anyway, so what the hell does it matter? And then they're going to be very unhealthy. They're going to have diabetes. They're going to have diabetes and other problems that's going to spawn from that. And same with the skinny people. Like, there's tons of problems that spawn from starving yourself and keep, malnutrition. So everything is just, I'm tired of hearing about all the misinformation. Just stop a minute. Don't read one article because that could be biased. Read 2, 3, 4 articles. Watch different videos. And if I bring this back to the whole Apple versus Samsung thing, I watched probably about 7 videos, read about 5 articles, and some of them were very technical, like going from absolutely everything. And the one, I should maybe pop it up here, I don't know if I can find it again, because I was pretty deep in this research. They had like 10 things, the top 10 things a phone should have. 9 out of the 10 things were the Samsung. They won. It beat Apple. And the only thing, again, is the speaker. Samsung speakers aren't the best, and I agree. I kind of struggle hearing people. If it's in if I'm in a room alone, I'm fine, but if there's stuff going on, like I'm at work, out on the floor at work, sometimes I can't understand anything. I have to get out of there to hear it. So, yeah, not saying it's perfect, not saying it's absolutely 100% dominant, and the iPhone 6 Plus is a good phone. It's a very good phone. I've played with it twice, and it's a good phone. It's just the operating system is a dinosaur, and they haven't really kept up with it. And the Samsung Note 4 has so many features in it that just blow the doors off of iPhone 6 that it just doesn't make any sense. But again, it's the people who get, for whatever reason, butthurt over, oh, Apple. I've had Apple for 10 years. Well, that's great. 10 years ago, Apple did have a superior product by a long shot. And then the gap started closing and closing and closing. Now at this point, Apple people are like, well, I still love my Apple. It's a great phone. I'd be like, thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, dude. Yeah, absolutely, it is a great phone. But most of them go, well, this is the best phone on the market. No, it's not. It's not. So stop saying it. Shut your hole. Seriously, just sew it shut if you have to. Or maybe I'll just put a bat in it, sideways, really fast. And maybe you'll shut up then about it, because I'm tired of hearing it. Guy at work, same thing. And I proved him wrong like 3 times already. And everyone's just like, dude, shut up. Not me, him. Like, Apple isn't a product anymore. And I've talked to people out of Apple products and bought droids. One was an LG something. Can't remember. But it was a damn good phone. I was really impressed with it. In fact, more impressed than I should have been with it. And then the other one, they got a Note 4, and they absolutely adore it. She's like, yeah, I just surf Facebook and watch videos at the same time before I go to bed. I'm like, yeah, hello, yep. Apple can't do that. Maybe they will in the future. Yeah, but hey, Apple's really worried about the watch. I think Samsung's already come out with, some already came out with the watch. And I have no desire to have a watch, Apple or otherwise. I got a nice relic, and I'm happy with it. I got a couple relics that I really like, so I'm not going to watch. It's just, I don't know. I guess the next step is the Oculus Rift or whatever. I keep hearing it's going to be coming out, and, hey, it's coming out soon, and all these other competitors are going to be coming out with it too, and virtual reality, and I feel like they've been saying that for 10 years. It's probably been 2, but it's just like, we'll come out with it already, all right? What the hell? Enough's enough, But I would be excited. I don't know if I'd plunk money on it, because I'm sure it's going to be $300-400, and each game's going to be exorbitant to pay for. So I don't think I will, and I'm sure they're going to, once things get ironed out, the porn industry is going to go bonkers on it. They're going to make a fleshlight that like ties in with the game or the video you're watching, and it just does stuff to you while you're watching it. See, I might plunk money on that. What the hell, because I'm a broken man and I don't want to put a woman through trying to fix me, so to speak. But that's a whole other story that would take hours and hours to talk about. But other things I wanted to talk about is I just my father isn't doing well, and I know it's just a matter of time, and I've always kind of been saying that for the past 8 years, because he's been on dialysis for 8 years. But about 2 years ago, he got a pacemaker with a defibrillator, and boy, he really improved. Everyone noticed. They're like, wow, he looks and sounds great, and he was active and started moving around again. But it just, I think he got diagnosed with Parkinson's, and they thought it was early stages, but what happened was once he fell in the bathtub, because he had I guess he almost called it a mini stroke, like a little, it was like a mini stroke in his head, and he had bleeding on the brain, and they thought that was part of his shaking, but no, it's not. So we just found out a couple weeks ago that this isn't the beginning of it. He's well into it, I guess. So, oh well. What are you going to do anymore? I mean, I'm at the stage of life where things get taken away from you more than given to you, and I got to face that, my ex-wife, who I still love dearly, is going through hell and back right now, and there's nothing I can do about it. And it's, you wake up some nights, and you stare at the ceiling, and just wonder what would be the result if you just, drive yourself off a cliff. Because I would, for me personally, being the selfish person, if I wanted to be a selfish person, that's probably what I would have done already. I would have been long gone. And on my way down, would have just, prayed to 100 gods and said sorry for what I've done. I'm just done. But I can't, because I got too many people depending on me, and I don't want to let anyone down. I've let enough people down while I'm living. I don't want to let them all down for eternity while I'm dead. So, anyways, I know I'm nice and cheery today. Just I was playing Skyrim, and that was crashing and doing weird things, and I couldn't find. They didn't have quest markers for certain stuff, and it was like impossible to find. So I was so annoyed. And then I went on to Savannah, and I got kind of lassoed into adventure that led me into an area that was much stronger. Like the enemies were stronger, and I got killed a bunch of times. And Saturday morning is just the morning that I get to just. That's my morning. I can do whatever I want. And I want to play my games, record them, do some editing, and I just ended up. It just sucked. It absolutely sucked this morning. And now I gotta wait a whole week in hopes that maybe next Saturday might be good, because the rest of the week is gonna be crazy. Tomorrow I gotta build a website that I took on from work, and I got some other things for clients I gotta install and work on and build out databases and all this fun stuff. So tomorrow from about 7 to 7. I'm glad there's not football on. I miss football like you wouldn't believe. I'm glad it's not on, because I wouldn't be able to watch it. But yeah, from about 7 to 7 I'm gonna be working. I'll be working about 12 hours tomorrow. And I was hoping that this morning it would have been nice and I could have cleared my mind and had some fun, but it didn't happen. But yeah, I'm just a bundle of joy. At least I have my chai tea that smells wonderful. I got from Wegmans. It smells really good. I'm gonna take it to work, and hopefully that will help me once in a great while. I go to work to escape, so my work is actually more a weekend than my weekend. Go figure. Anyways, this is Jay Zippo being a big, huge crybaby and a bitch. And thanks for listening, and we'll be talking to you later.